Hello Fairfield, I hope you're well and staying safe at home. Today I bring you your second online PE lesson. We're going to have lots of fun, do lots of new skills. Unfortunately, the weather isn't as great as it was last week, but do not worry, that will not faze us. We will have just as much fun as we did last week. So how it's going to work is you are going to need some certain piece of equipment, like last week, where we used a football, a tennis ball, a skipping rope, a couple of cones, and a pen and paper. Now, if you don't have those objects, then do not worry. If you could find something which is similar to it, so for example, if you have a football at home, find a big object which you can use. Hopefully, it's a circular shape and you can use to kick around. That'd be fantastic. If you haven't got a tennis ball, then find something small you can throw and catch. If you haven't got a skipping rope, do not worry. You can use your invisible one, which you used last week. You're also going to need a pen and paper because we're writing down our scores, and there's going to be a few questions. Also, similarly to last week, if you need to pause the video and maybe you want to give something go for slightly longer, or you need to pause it and have a longer rest, that's completely up to you. All right, so this is all in your own pace, and we're going to have lots of fun doing it at the same time. So the first things first, we're going to go for our warm-up. Similar warm-up to you did last week. It's important you do your warm-up before you start any type of physical activities. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go for a little jog on the spot, just like this. Nothing too fast, just bringing our toes off the floor. We're getting the blood pumping to all our muscles and getting us ready for exercise. We're now going to go a little bit faster, starting to bring our knees a bit higher towards our hips. Just like this. Good. So 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going to star jumps. So jump out, separate your feet, and bring your hands either side of your head. Good. Make sure you're keeping your stability, your good balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're now going to go into jog punching. So you're going to jog on the spot, and at the same time, we're going to punch our hands out in line with our chest. This is all part of our warm-up, getting all our muscles ready for the different movements and exercises we're going to do. We're now going to go a little bit faster. So bring your knees a bit higher and punch your hands out in line with your chest a little bit faster. Good job. 10 more seconds. Oh, the sun's coming out. Good timing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. We're going to do 2 stretches. So 2 dynamic stretches, the same ones we did last week. We're going to do a squat. So feet shoulder width apart, both toes facing forwards. Your hips are going to go back. So your bottom go towards the floor if you're sitting in a chair, and up again. So down and up. 2, 3, our knees come forward. 4, 5. We're now going to do 4 lunges. So your front foot, take a big step. Your back knee goes towards the floor. And your front knee, if you look ahead, goes just ahead of your front toe. And push back. Other leg. Back knee to the floor. Front knee ahead of your front toe. Push back. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. So grab your skipping rope or your invisible skipping rope. I have got no better since last week. However, I am going to give this a go with my skipping rope. But if I don't do too well, I will go to my invisible one, which I'm sure you guys can use as well. So all we're going to do, we're going to do a couple of different rounds. The first round for 20 seconds, your feet are going to be together. We're going to jump over the rope just like this. Let's go. So feet together. I'm on my toes, bouncing up and down, making sure I'm jumping high enough so the rope comes over my head and doesn't hit my feet. Good. Now, lots of these movements or exercises can be relatively very short, but like I say, if you enjoy it, you can pause and you can maybe do it for a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Relax. That was number 1. We're now going to go on to number 2. You're going to try and hop on one leg. So I'm going to pick my left leg And my other foot is going to stay either in front of me or behind me whilst I hop using my left leg. 3, 2, 1. So right comes over, up and down on my left foot. My right foot can be in front or behind, just making sure I'm staying nice and stable and keeping my balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good timing. So done our left foot. We're now going to go to our right foot. I'm going to do this with my invisible skipping rope, just so I can show you guys it's easily done with or without the rope. So, ready? Onto our right leg. 3, 2, 1. So rope comes round, on our toes, making sure we're jumping over that rope and it's not hitting our foot to stop our rhythm. Good. Using our left leg to keep our balance. Good work. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're going to put them together. So we're going to hop from our left foot to our right foot, left foot to right foot, just like this. It's a little bit like a jogging motion. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So right to left, right to left. So our feet aren't together. They're separated, making sure I'm bouncing up my toes. Right to left, right to left. Last one of our skipping skills, that we can put our invisible skipping rope away. Good, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, so how it's going to work today, Fairfield, is we are going to have different blocks, so different sections. Each section has 4 different activities or exercises. So the first activity is going to be, or exercise, is going to be a body weight exercise. So we're going to do an exercise or a movement just using our body, so no equipment is needed. Our second one is going to be using a football. Our third one is going to be using a tennis ball. And our fourth activity is going to be a question related to sport. So similar to last week, but just in a different format. So we've got 4 different exercises or activities, and we've got lots of different blocks. All right, and at any time you need to stop and have some water, if you could stop at the end of each block, that'd be brilliant, and then we can go from there. So the first one is going to be a star jump toe touch. So this is where you also need your pen and paper. So you're going to time yourself for 25 seconds, and you're going to see how many movements you can do in 25 seconds. So the first movement we're going to do is you're going to touch your toes, and then you're going to go into a star jump. That's 1. Touch your toes, star jump. 2, 3, etc. Just like that for 25 seconds. How many can we do? We're going to go in 5, 4, 3. Mr. Flynn's going to get his watch ready. 2, 1. Let's go. Touch your toes, star jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we can beat my score. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Touch your toes into the star jump. Feet come together. Hands come touch your toes. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good job. So write down your score. How many star jumps or toe touch star jumps did we do? So next section, we are going to use our football and 2 cones. If you haven't got cones, use 2 tins or 2 bottles. Any objects will be absolutely fine. All we're going to do is with our football, we're going to draw a figure of 8. So I start at the bottom, I go through the middle, round the top, back through the middle to the bottom, drawing the number 8. How many times can we do it in 25 seconds? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So little touches, I'm using the insides of my feet. Don't do that. Oh man. Let's try that one again. Silly Mr. Flynn. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's all part of the sketch. So round, through the middle, round the top, through the middle, round the bottom, good. I'm using the inside. I'm using the outsides of my feet. I'm using the soles of my feet. Lots of little touches, I'm not hitting the cones. How long we got left? We've got 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, relax. So how many figure eights did you do with your football and the 2 cones? Write down your score. Right, okay, so next exercise. You're going to be on your knees with your tennis ball. How many throws and catches can we do on our knees? Okay, if that's too easy, use one hand. If that's too hard, use both hands. Do smaller touches, or throws rather. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 25 seconds, 1, 2, 3. Who can rotate from right to left? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side to side, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A bit higher, 15. On your knees, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, start again, Mr. Flynn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Write down your score. Okay, so, like I said, the final part of the section is going to be a question, which is going to be to do with sport. So you're going to need your pen and paper. You're going to write down your answer to this question. Now, in PE, we've done netball, and I want you to write down a pass you can use when playing netball. So there's lots of different passes and throws we do. Can you write down just one different pass or throw we use when playing netball? Okay, so that's the end of the first section. We did our bodyweight exercise, our football exercise, our tennis ball, and our questions. That's the first one done. When we were timing ourselves, we were doing it for 25 seconds. They're all going to stay like that, but like I say, if you want to increase it slightly, that's absolutely fine. So, on to block number 2. Our bodyweight exercise is going to be squat jumps. So, we're going to go into our squat like we did in the warm-up. Feet shoulder width apart. Our hips go down, our bottom goes towards the floor, our knees come forward, as if we're sitting in a chair. And then on the way up, we're going to jump and land. So we're going to squat, jump, land. How many can we do in 25 seconds? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat, jump, land. 1, squat, jump, land. Feet shoulder width apart. My knees are coming forward. My back's going down. My hips going down, as if I'm sitting in a chair. Good. Make sure you're counting your score when you get a rhythm. We can do it all in one motion, just like this. Good. All the way to the end. How long we got? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good job. So, write down your score. Write down your score. So we're now going to our football exercise. You need a football. You need 2 cones or objects. You're going to spread them out, not too far apart. This is maybe just over a metre. And all you're going to do, you're going to start with your football. You're going to dribble, stop it at the cone, touch, turn, stop it at the cone, touch, turn, stop it at the cone, touch, turn. How many can you do in 25 seconds? So stop it next to the cone, touch the cone, turn, go to the other one. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dribble, stop, touch, turn, that's 1. Dribble, stop, touch, that's 2. I'm stopping with the bottom part of my foot. I'm looking up so I know where I'm going. I'm making sure I'm touching the cone. I'm dribbling with the insides. I might even turn with the outside. So I'm using all different parts. We've got 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Write down your score. Okay, so we're now going to go to our tennis ball exercise. On the second block, it is clap catch. So I'm going to do it bent down. You can do it standing up. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to challenge myself. So I'm going to do it on my tiptoes. So you guys can do that as well. But if you don't want to do that and you do it standing up, that's absolutely fine. All we're going to do is throw, clap, catch. How many can we do in 25 seconds? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Throw, clap, catch. Keep your balance at the same time. If that's too easy, throw and catch with one hand. If that's too easy, throw and catch with your weaker hand. So if you're stronger at using your right hand, use your left hand. Good. How many can we do? If that's too hard, do smaller throws. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Write down your score. So we're on to our question. Our question for the second block is, when we are playing, so we've actually, we started to learn cricket. So at the end of last term, we started to learn and practice our different cricket skills. When we are playing cricket, or when you watch it on the telly, the batter obviously has got to try and get as many runs as he can. Now you can either do that by hitting it and running and with his partner and making exchanges, or we have a boundary in cricket which is on the outside of the pitch. You've got to try and hit the ball past the boundary. Now if you hit the ball and it goes on the floor over the boundary, you get 4 runs. But how many runs do you get if you hit the ball and it goes over the boundary without hitting the floor? Have a think. Write down your answer. It's a little bit of a tricky one. So how many runs do you get if you hit a cricket ball and it goes over the boundary without hitting the floor? Write down your answer. Okay. We're on to our third block. We're back to our body weight exercise. Now this is called a burpee jump. We've also done this in a few of our PE lessons when we've been indoors, doing different movements indoors. How this works is you're going to go to the floor, you're going to put your hands on the floor. You're going to jump out with your feet, jump back in with your feet, and jump up to the sky. So hands go to the floor, jump out, jump in, jump up. How many burpee jumps can we do in 25 seconds? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Out, in, up, land. Jump out, jump in, jump up, jump, land. Good. Be careful. If your floor's a little bit slippery like mine, you might go slightly slower, but you're going to go down, jump out, jump in, jump up. How many can we do? We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax, well done. Write down your score. Okay, so our football skill. Last week we practiced our toe tap, so marching on the ball, and our tic tacs, which is using the inside of our feet. We're going to put them together. So we're going to go toe tap, tic tac, tic tac. So we're going to go bottom of our foot, inside, inside. That's 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of the bottom, 2 of the inside. How many can we do? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So bottom, inside, inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of little touches. 6, light on my toes. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Relax, good job. Okay. Our next one. Goodbye, Mr. Football. Back to our tennis ball. How it's going to work is you're going to get nice and low. You're going to roll your tennis ball. You want to roll the ball so it goes just past the next cone. Okay, you're then going to run, pick it up, turn around, then roll it back just past this cone. How many can you do? So I'm going to do an example. So you're going to roll the ball. It's going to go just past the cone, run, turn, pick it up. Just past the cone, run, turn, pick it up. If you roll it and it's short and it doesn't make the cone, then that doesn't count as a point and you've got to do it again. You've got to make sure it goes either next to or just past the cone. How many can we do? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 seconds. Can I get one more in? 10. Yes. 11. Good score, Mr. Flynn. Good score. Write down your score. Record it on your paper. Right, question. So our question is, in athletics, which once again, we've done lots of athletics over the last couple of terms, there are lots of different throwing events. We have different objects and we throw as far as we can. I want you to write down on a piece of paper a different throwing object we do in athletics. Okay, there's lots of different ones. Can you write down a different throwing event you do in athletics? Okay, so that's the end of our third block. Have some water. We're going to go for our final block in 30 seconds, okay? So make sure you've recorded all your scores on a piece of paper. Right, so our last bodyweight exercise. We are going to, there's 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to show you on my toes, but you can also go onto your knees. So you're going to go on your toes and you're going to go on your hands, just like this. You're going to bring your right hand to your left shoulder and back down, your left hand to your right shoulder. That's 1 point. You're then going to do it again. So tap, tap, 2, 3. So I'm going to touch both shoulders and I get a point. How many can we do? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, if you're struggling, just go to your knees and do it on your knees. Not a problem. How many can we do? Tap, tap, hands back down. You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, good work. Okay. We are going to go to our last football exercise. It's called the toe tap, knee tap. So what we're going to do is you're going to tap the ball with your toes. You're then going to tap the ball with your knees. That is all 1. So you're going to go toe, toe, knee, knee. That's 1. How many can we do in 25 seconds? 3, 2, 1. Toe, toe, knee, knee. That's 1. Toe, toe, knee, knee. That's 2. Toe, toe, knee, knee. 3, 4. How many can we do? Woo! Oh, then you've got the knee then. Good work. And we get a nice rhythm, bouncing up and down on our toes, going from knee to knee, toe to toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Relax. Good job. So that's our football skill done. Our tennis ball skill. Our final tennis ball skill. You're going to throw the tennis ball. you're going to use your knee and try and knee the ball and catch back in your hands. So you're going to go throw, knee, catch, throw, knee, catch. How many can we do? Even if we do hit the floor, don't worry, you don't have to start again. You can carry on from your score. 3, 2, 1, throw, knee, catch, 1, 2, might use both knees, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, how many can we do? 12, keeping my balance. Using my knee to drive the ball back into my hands. Oh, I've dropped it, no, 15, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Oh, relax. Okay. We are on to our last question. So, in rugby, when we are passing the ball, which direction are we allowed or only allowed to pass the ball? So which direction can we only pass the ball? So when we're throwing the ball to our teammates, in which direction can you throw the ball? Write down your answer. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to reveal the answers to your questions. So in the first section, the first question was, can you name me a netball pass? So if you have put down a chest pass, a bounce pass, a shoulder pass, or an over shoulder pass, you can give yourself a point. In the second section, the question was, how many runs do you get if you hit a ball over the boundary? The answer is 6. So if you've got 6, give yourself a point. Third question, can you name me a throwing event in athletics? So in PE, we have learnt, so these could all be our answers, shot put, we've learnt discus, javelin, they're all throwing events. You could also have hammer throw, even chest throw as well, which we do in athletics in the hall. So there are 5 answers you could possibly have. And our last question, which is a rugby question, in which direction do we pass the ball in rugby? The direction is backwards. So you're not allowed to pass the ball forwards in rugby. You've got to make sure you pass it backwards towards a teammate. So good job, everyone. Well done for taking part in your second online PE lesson. Like I said, write down your score so you can give this a go in your own time, maybe in a couple of weeks or a couple of days. You guys were fantastic. Well done if you got the answers right. Do not worry if you got them wrong, it's okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a nice weekend, and I shall see you next week for your third PE lesson. Goodbye, take care.